What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney 6. Oh man, I have to say, with Christmas coming, life is getting very busy and difficult, and man, I am struggling just to do one a day. It's pretty ridiculous. But, oh man, I'm gonna try and have 5 out for this week. During the week, I'm gonna try and have 5 out for next week, because I'm not even gonna be home next week, and then the week after, we'll see. If you really are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent. However, should Rafa fail once more, you two and the accused shall all be executed on the spot. Come again? This is proving to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. You know, while you're at it, why not execute the whole country? Then it's really entertaining. Well, lawyer, what say you? I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I believe in you. I do not understand. If I fail, you'll be put to death. I know you collapsed during your previous attempt. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you're willing to try again. I have faith in that conviction, in that courage. So she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right. And that's a bet I'm willing to take. But it is as Mother said, I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection!
I wouldn't take stock in those words, your benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all. In the trials I've been a part of here in Kurain, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insight they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth. My seances. So please, your benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
Objection!
Rafa, stop this madness. It's for your own good. You're ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go, leave this sacred hall at once. No! What did you say? I said no! For I am the royal priestess! I have no need for you now. Even if you do not need me. Hornhead and his Hall of Justice do. He proved that to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. The divination seance is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it no matter the risk. Your benevolence. Mother taught me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Bob had disproved the insights it offered. And now I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, mother, even Nena. I'd believed in them above all others. But I finally know now. I know in what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That is how I believe trials here in Kurain should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It's my power that leads trials towards the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I'll never shirk from it again. That right there, Your Benevolence, is the product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. The truth that you realize with your own strength. As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through. Your Eminence, the Royal Priestess says she'll conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient. Mother! I am done letting you have your way. Rafa. You would actually rebel against me, your mother and queen? Though I am scared to see my father's death. I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today.
I am the Royal Priestess Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death!
Your Eminence, it seems the princess is more grown up than you thought. Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance. The victim's final moments. This should be interesting. I wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us. You know what? I bet something was wrong with his memories. Because of the way he jots down stuff, I bet this is going to be really
Holy
confusing.
Mother,
or black.
we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Alright, this time I will skip. We just saw this. I feel bad for you guys. Yes. Oh, does he have that condition where you can't see faces? I forget what that's called. It's a really rare condition. Where people are unable to distinguish between faces. A faceless being. What the heck? His face, it's just like that picture of the founder. Woo! I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. Ooh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw? Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw? Yes, there can be no mistake. That was what my father himself witnessed. How very strange. You don't suppose the Holy Mother possessed the accused and slew Minister Inga for planning a coup? The divine wrath of the Holy Mother. Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. One? Only one? That laugh. Who does it belong to and why are they laughing? Who knows? Though I suppose it could be Dirk after he slew my husband. But that figure didn't even have a mouth. Ho ho ho. I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claimed that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters. And feeling no pain, went to the tomb where he eventually fell dead. But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less. Oh, that. Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Everything's just backfired, big time. Time to die, I suppose. Wow, Garen has the devil's own luck, doesn't she? Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words. At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly when suddenly he heard Dirk's voice. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh. So, what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to us to knock holes in Rafa's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, I'll give it a try. Oops, hold on. Why is the... Okay, go back. The statements is what I've been meaning to... No! Grape juice. Uh-huh. Makes sense. Interesting. Alright, let me try fast forwarding to here. What could it be? Nope, none of these. Nope. Okay, there's the notepad. That could be it, but hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, gun in the right hand. That looks accurate. "3 p.m. Blood loss from stab wound in his back." Wow, okay. So I'm gonna go with the idea that what I have to present is his notepad. So let me...
Objection!
So it's about his... Your benevolence, there seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation. The fact that it says man's voice and not Dirk's voice. Minister Inga is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claim is Dirk's, he didn't seem the least bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. That's strange, right? He was waiting for Dirk to arrive with the Founder's Orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Don't you think we would have been worried about being attacked from behind? Then whose voice was it? It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
Objection!
Who? But there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Dirk. The voice of a third party who wasn't there in the tomb. Don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Dirk. With it, we just might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice Minister Inga heard with this. With what? Oh, the phone!
Take that!
That's my father's. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please look at this photo? There's something here that can point us toward the identity of the voice. This is the real source of the man's voice. Ah.
Take that!
A cell phone. Right. I believe that the voice the minister heard was of a call on this cell phone. I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What is your eminence's view on the matter? I concede the possibility. Then it seems I must refine my vision. It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates. Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then? My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Dirk and the rest of you. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise. I know, barbed head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty. So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Let's take another look at Rafa's insights, and really focus on the various sensations. Okay, think I'm getting the hang of this now. Is it the laughter? Is it like this?
Objection!
Nope. Okay. Yeah, come on, Hornhead. What's wrong with you? Let's try going to that... Oops. Oh! Oh! Well, it could either be the explosion or the laughter.
Objection!
Ah, shit. I'll get it eventually. Oh, I got it! Oh, it's the warbot.
Objection!
Someone was at that row that, you know, with the warbot. Hate to break it to you, your benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again. What do you mean? Again. Smooth move. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, your benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to his subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his final memory. What do you mean by that? A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim the call was with someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there? No, the only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog. That giant one in front of the minister's house is her pet? Besides, there aren't any lions in Kurain. We don't even have any zoos, a rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid. Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. Isn't that the cry of the warbot over in the bazaar? Your benevolence, do you think you can clarify the voice for me? Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. What's this? Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warbot. That means the subordinate Mr. Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace. Was he actually a rebel? What? But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have? She's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? Always gotta say it's important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might not have been the sound of a gunshot. I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in the area. Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Tell Rafa the real source of that sound. Will do. Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound? What was it? Wait, no. Firecracker!
Take that!
What is that? It's I'll be your guide statement. In it, he claims that Dat's Arble threw a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar. Then... Yes, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding.
Objection!
And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Mr. Inga's gun. How do you explain that? Well, we don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have evidence that proves when the pistol was discharged? No, I have none. Wait a second. If that loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been... Dats? It can't be. Oh, it can, and it is. The laugh came from none other than... the Joker who got a kick out of startling Albie with his dragon snot snaps. That happy-go-lucky Dat's Arble. Someone should really put a leash on that guy. I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble. Ah! Hey there, HJPW. Y'all can thank me later. No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Arble. Your benevolence, do you need to revise your insight? It would appear so. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafa's insight again. I think I got this down now. Time to find another inconsistency. Hold on a second. Let me go to the court record. I thought that was at like 2, wasn't it? At around 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. Wait. Wait, does it matter what scene it's on? Probably. Wait, go back. Oh, sorry. Okay, I gotta do A. Okay, wait. How do I... No, back. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. This doesn't sound right.
Objection!
I know what I'm trying to present, I just don't know how specifically. Because they're saying 3, but it happened at 2, so how do I present that? Subordinate's voice. Warbot cry, dog bark. What the heck, man? Can I not present evidence? I guess not.
Objection!
Finally got it. Okay. That was okay. Whew. Kinda silly. Your benevolence, there's a glaring problem with this insight. There is? You stated that the murder happened at around 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know what the source of the loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence. I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts?
Take that!
I'll be your guide statement. Again? Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker and ran into the palace courtyard. 2 p.m. That's right. 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. Are you suggesting? I think you know where I'm going with this. Dath's laugh, the cry of the warbot, and the bang of the firecracker were all heard right before Minister Inga's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all of these sounds. Therefore, what this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2 rather than 3 as we had originally thought. And with this, I'm going to end this video here. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.